In this video, we are doing the top 5 lowest recoil guns in Rainbow Six Siege. So, for the number 5 spot, we have got Frost 9mm C1. And this gun is honestly incredible. It's so underrated and not many people use it enough. It's got an ACOG on defending, which helps a lot. I know using an ACOG does affect how strong the recoil is, but it's still insanely accurate, this gun. And as you can see from the stats here, we've got 40 damage, which is pretty high. That's 3-shot kill to the body. Obviously a 1-shot headshot as it is for Siege, but the only bad thing I will say about this gun is it does have a low fire rate, which is 575 rounds per minute. But the low recoil does make up for it. As you can see from the recoil pattern, it is so minimal. And another great thing about this gun, it does have 35 bullets in a mag, which is pretty good. That's about average for most guns in Siege. It's about 30. So it's got a little bit over average. But as I'll show you now, this is on console. Just to let you know, it is fairly similar on PC. But as you can see, it's very minimal, the recoil. And it's just dead easy to control. It's such an easy gun to control. So, for the number 4 spot, I have chosen the UMP45. Now, this gun does come with 2 operators. It comes with Castle and Pulse. But there is a difference. With Castle, you can use an ACOG, whereas with Pulse, you cannot use the ACOG. I believe they have fairly recently removed it. As you can see, it's just not on there. But with Castle, you can use the ACOG, which is insane. I know ACOG does hinder how strong the recoil is once again, but this gun is insanely accurate. But looking into the stats of this gun, it's got a sort of slow fire rate. It's got a 600 round per minute, which is fairly slow for most guns in Siege. But another downfall is it does have low damage. So the main thing you want to do for this gun is just be deadly accurate and land them headshots. It doesn't have a great damage. It's just like slightly below Frost. So it's not too good. But another great thing about this gun is it does have 26 bullets in a mag. As you can see here, that's Frost's, this one's Castle's. You can tell the difference between it is slightly difference in it. The difference is minimal, but it is there. And it is dead easy to control once you learn it. It's literally just pull the stick down and that is it. This does go for Castle and Pulse. As you can see, the recoil pattern is exactly the same. The only difference is with ACOG, it's slightly harder to control. Now then, moving on to our number 3 spot. I have chosen an attacker, and I've probably chosen my favourite attacker to use, and that is Ying. And the gun you want to be using is the T95 LSW, and I will get into the reason at why this is the number 3 spot. This gun is insanely strong. So let's jump straight into the stats right now. Number 1, you can use an ACOG. Most attackers can have an ACOG, so it's sort of an average thing. It's alright, I'll take the ACOG. But it's got a 650 round per minute fire rate, which is about average for Siege, for most guns across the board. And it's got a 46 damage, which is quite high, to be perfectly honest with you. It's just under a 2-shot kill. So if you land probably upper chest, you will get it in 2 shots. Another great thing about this gun is it's literally got 81 bullets in a mag. That is absolutely insane. You can just unload bullets, and it doesn't really matter if you miss. If your aim's pretty bad, this gun makes up for it for how accurate it is and how many bullets it has. As you can see from the recoil pattern, it's literally got nothing. So let's jump straight into the firing range and compare these. So we're going to work right to the left now. This is Ying's. I'll move a little bit across because I did shoot once. Like, for an attacker, it is really not that bad. That is a pretty good recoil pattern. And it's so easy to control. It's literally just pull down on the stick. But in my opinion, this is one of the best attacking guns to use for low recoil. And especially if you want to get better with your aim, I would start using this gun. Moving on to the number 2 position. We're getting very high in the rankings right now for low recoil guns. I have chosen Lesion's T5 SMG. Hear me out. Hear me out with this one. I know people might go mad at me, but this gun is so easy to control for the fire rate it has. This gun is disgustingly good. Jumping straight into the stats. The only downfall I can say for this gun is you can't take an ACOG with it, as it's a defender, and most defenders don't run an ACOG. But I always just run the Hollow B. It's my favourite sight to run if there isn't an ACOG on the go. But even with extended barrel, this gun is disgusting. But I will put it so they're all on flash hider, so it's a fair comparison between all the guns. As you can see, this gun, it does have low damage, but the fire rate is 900 rounds per minute. That is absolutely insane. This thing is literally like a laser beam, how good it is. It's 28 damage, but if you're landing a headshot, which you most likely will with this gun for how good it is, you're sorted. And it does have 31 bullets in a mag, which is about average again. But as you can see from the recoil pattern, it has got absolutely nothing to it. It is deadly accurate. As you can see in the shooting range, I have to go. I got no more space there, so I'm gonna have to move across here. That is the recoil, and I mean, as you can see from the difference from the 3 before, I think we had Frost, Castle, and Ying, and then this is Lesion. It is literally nothing to it, and it's dead easy to control. It is literally, once again, just hold the stick down. It is that easy. This gun is disgustingly accurate, and the fire rate just makes it even better. Such a good gun. If you're new to Siege and you haven't used this gun yet for Lesion, you need to use the T5 SMG, because this thing is incredibly good, and you'll be ranking up way faster, and you'll be start to top frag. These are the guns now where you'll start to get kills and learn how to top frag and carry your team. So that is why I put Lesion in the number 2 spot. Now, moving on to the number 1 spot. I don't think people are going to disagree with me on this. There's only one person that deserves this number 1 spot, in my personal opinion. And that number 1 spot has gone to Jackal's C7E. This gun is nuts. It is disgustingly accurate. It's got a high damage of 42, and it's got a fire rate of 800 rounds per minute. The rounds per minute is just slower than Lesion, and the damage is way higher. This gun shreds. And another great thing about this gun, it does come with an ACOG as he's an attacker, which just makes it even better. Also, this gun does run 31 bullets in a mag, so you do have quite a few shots to land them headshots, so you should be pretty damn good with this gun. As you can see from below the recoil pattern, it has got hardly anything to it, and it's very, very easy to control. This is by far my favourite gun in Siege. It's between this and Ying. These are my 2 favourite guns. So I'm running out of space here, really. Actually, I'll do it next to Ying over here. That, compared to Ying, is insane. This gun, I'm not gonna lie, it needs a nerf. It should not be in the game. It is that strong. And control on it is literally just holding it down. That was bad recoil control right there. Just holding it down, it's dead simple. So those are all of the recoil patterns. As you can see, the top 5. So we started with Frost, which was this one, I believe. Then Castle, Ying, Lesion, and then Jackal. So they're all the recoil patterns, and honestly, they're insanely good. Another great thing I do love about this gun is I can put the crossfader on it. There's only certain guns I can put the crossfader on. I believe it's from, can't actually remember what year it's from now. There's only certain ones you can put on. That's usually all the older operators, but this gun with crossfader looks disgustingly nice. Look how cool that looks. Got black with bits of purple on it. Looks sick. Ayana's ARX200 is pretty good. As you can see here, it's got a low recoil again. We'll show it off real quick. This could be a potential number 6 spot. Like, it's really not that bad, to be perfectly honest with you. But I don't think it competes with the other 5. And it does drag off to the side a little bit, which I didn't really like. I've sort of gone for guns that are very easy to control. You just hold down and that's it. This does slightly have a bit of a swerve to it, as you can see. As most of them just are straight down, as you can see. It's just straight down, straight down, straight down. And I mean, Twitch F2. Look at this. Should we even put long barrel on this? Let's see how disgusting this is. Let's give it a go. That's just for comparison's sake. Here we go. That's the F2 recoil right there. That is disgusting. This has got to be the worst gun. Either this or the SMG 12. What should we put on this? These attachments, bro. This is going to be disgusting. This gun is so hard to control. Look at that. That is insane. I'm sorry, I can't get over this gun. It is disgusting, the recoil trying to control this. This gun's recoil is nuts. It is insane. If you have enjoyed this video and it has been helpful, do leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps a huge amount and I would appreciate it so much. I'm going to leave this video here. Hopefully I have helped you out and get you up a couple of ranks in this video. And hopefully I'll get up some ranks myself, because I've been slacking lately. I've done really bad this season. I haven't even bothered playing rank, to be honest. I feel like they need a rank 3.0, but enough of the waffling. I'll catch you in the next video.